The Paris attacks dominated the agendas today of Republican presidential candidates in Orlando, Florida, and elsewhere. Many seized the opportunity to lay blame on President Obama's foreign policy. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron has that story from the Sunshine Summit.
We keep the families in Paris in our prayers.
This evil, radical Islamic terrorism needs to be called out, and it needs to be defeated.
Around the country and in Florida for the Sunshine Summit of Republican presidential candidates, the GOP prayed for Paris and a more muscular U.S. foreign policy. Ben Carson proposed ground troops.
Boots on the ground would probably be important because throughout that whole Middle Eastern region, we have been calling for a coalition of the people who have a vested interest.
In Texas, instead of security and foreign policy, Trump focused on gun control.
You can say what you want, but if they had guns, if our people had guns, if they were allowed to carry, it would have been a much, much different situation.
ISIS is not a JV team, Mr. President. They are not contained. They are at our shores, and they measure their victory in body count.
We must never allow this cult of evil to take hold in our country or to live amongst us. It is the antithesis of what it means to be a free American.
At the Sunshine Summit, Rand Paul used the Paris attacks for a slap at Marco Rubio.
Rubio and Schumer put forward an immigration bill. And so I put forward an amendment called Trust But Verify. Because the biggest problem to all types of immigration reform is people say, oh, we're going to secure the border, and it never comes.
Before the Paris attacks, the GOP race was consumed by Donald Trump's attacks on Ben Carson.
If you're pathological, there's no cure for that, folks. How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
Carson, who says he was redeemed by Christ and overcame his pathological temper, took the high road.
Now that he's completed his gratuitous attack, why don't we press on and deal with the real issues?
There's another battle between Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz on immigration, with Rubio suggesting Cruz shares the same positions, which Cruz denies.
I'm puzzled and quite frankly surprised by Ted's attack, since Ted's position on immigration is not much different than mine.
For Marco to say his position and my position are the same on immigration would be like Barack Obama saying his position and my position are the same on Obamacare. That would be like the Ayatollah Khamenei saying his position and my position are the same on the Iranian nuclear deal.
Whether it's the outsiders, Trump versus Carson, or the senators, Rubio versus Cruz, the Paris attacks have put at least some of their sniping on hold for a while. Brett.
Carl Cameron in Orlando. Carl, thank you.